Good morning, all medicos. This is our second video of MCQs on autonomic nervous system pharmacology. These are very important MCQs asked in previous exams, so do not skip. Subscribe our channel, like our video, and share it with your friends, your colleagues. Let's begin. Question number 1. Phenoxybenzamin is indicated in the management of option A. Pheochromocytoma. Option B. Essential hypertension. Option C. Erectile dysfunction. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. Pheochromocytoma. Phenoxybenzamin is indicated in pre-operative preparation of patients with pheochromocytoma. It is also indicated for symptomatic control in inoperable and advanced pheochromocytoma. Question number 2. Which of the following is a selective alpha 1 receptor antagonist? Option A. Phenoxybenzamin. Option B. Phentolamine. Option C. Prazosin. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is C. Prazosin. Prazosin is a selective alpha 1 receptor antagonist. Phenoxybenzamin and phentolamine are non-selective alpha receptor antagonist. So the correct answer is prazosin. Prazosin is selective alpha 1 receptor antagonist. Question number 3. All of the following are therapeutic uses of prazosin except option A. Peripheral vascular disease. Option B. Pheochromocytoma. Option C. Lupus erythematosus. Option D. Scorpion sting. The correct answer is option C. Lupus erythematosus. Prazosin is not indicated for lupus erythematosus. Alpha receptor antagonism resulting in peripheral vasodilation is helpful in relieving vasospasm in peripheral vascular disease. Option A is correct. Alpha receptor antagonism is beneficial in controlling the symptoms of pheochromocytoma pre-operatively. So the option B is true. Alpha receptor stimulation is considered as the main cause for the acute pulmonary edema seen in scorpion sting, and prazosin is the mainstay of treatment for scorpion bite along with antivenom. So the option D is also correct. So what is the answer? Option C, lupus erythematosus, in which prazosin is not used. Question number 4. Methyl dopa act on which of the following receptors? Option A, alpha 2. Option B, alpha 1. Option C, D1. Dopamine 1. Option D, beta 1. The correct answer is A. Methyl dopa is a centrally acting antihypertensive agent. Acts on alpha 2 receptor and decreases central sympathetic outflow. Question number 5. The main mechanism of hyperpyrexia induced by atropine includes option A, vasodilation. Option B, inhibition of sweating. Option C, through central action. Option D, increase in basal metabolic rate. The correct answer is B, inhibition of sweating. Atropine inhibits the muscarinic receptors innervated by sympathetic cholinergic fibers, which supply sweat glands of skin. The skin becomes dry and hot. Sweating may be depressed enough to rise the body temperature. So the main mechanism of hyperpyrexia induced by atropine include inhibition of sweating. Question number 6. All of the following are anticholinergics except option A, ipratropium bromide. Option B, dicyclomine. Option C, atropine. Option D, amphetamine. The correct answer is D, amphetamine. Amphetamine is an indirect acting sympathomimetic drug used as a CNS stimulant. Other three are anticholinergics. Question number 7. Use of trospium is contraindicated in option A, bronchial asthma. Option B, hypertension. Option C, urinary retention. Option D, peptic ulcer. The correct answer is C, urinary retention. Trospium is an antimuscarinic agent and can worsen urinary retention, therefore contraindicated in urinary retention. Question number 8. Which one of the following does not produce central anticholinergic syndrome? Option A glycopyrrolate, option B atropine, option C antihistaminics, option D TCA tricyclic antidepressant. The correct answer is A glycopyrrolate. Glycopyrrolate is a quaternary compound lacking antimuscarinic effect. Atropine is a tertiary compound and can cross BBB and cause central anticholinergic syndrome. Option B. Some of the first generation antihistaminics can cause anticholinergic syndrome. Option C. TCA also have central anticholinergic activity. Option D. Glycopyrrolate is correct answer, which does not produce central anticholinergic syndrome. All other three options produce central anticholinergic action. Question number 9. Pyranzapine is used for option A asthma, option B peptic ulcer, option C glaucoma, option D hypertension. The correct answer is B peptic ulcer. The correct answer is peptic ulcer. Pyranzapine is a selective M1 anticholinergic drug. It decreases gastric acid secretion, so pyranzapine is used for peptic ulcer disease. Question number 10. Atropine poisoning causes all except option A dilated pupil, option B excitement, option C excessive salivation, option D hot skin. The correct answer is C excessive salivation. Atropine poisoning result in dry mouth that causes difficulty in speaking and swallowing. Atropine poisoning results in blurred vision, dilated pupil, CNS effect, restlessness, excitement, delirium, tachycardia due to M2 act on M2 receptor, hot and dry skin, and finally dry mouth act on M1 receptor. Question number 11. Treatment of atropine toxicity is option A pralidoxime, option B naloxone, option C flumazenil, option D physostigmine. The correct answer is D physostigmine. Physostigmine is an anticholinesterase agent. It used for atropine poisoning. Pralidoxime is used for organophosphate toxicity as acetylcholinesterase reactivator. Option A. Naloxone is used for opioid overdose. Option B. Flumazenil is used for benzodiazepine toxicity. The option C. So the treatment of atropine toxicity is done by physostigmine because it is an anticholinesterase agent. I have lot of questions on autonomic nervous system, so I will make a next video on autonomic nervous system part 3. You should subscribe our channel for more videos, like our work and share it with your friends, your colleagues. Support us and grow with us. Thank you for watching.